going on? Hope y'all having a blessed day today. I hope you guys are having a great day on this fine Tuesday. Feeling amazing. Feeling just as amazing as I'm feeling, and if not that, then better, because ooh-wee, I do feel good. Life has been awesome lately, you know. Life has definitely been challenging. However, it's been very teaching. It's been a great teacher. You know, when I've decided to learn from life and just learn from experiences and not see any experience as a negative thing to me, it changed me. That whole journey, like, it really began for me, like, in my head when I noticed that I was doing it. Once I noticed that I was on some type of path, you know, or just a very different way of thinking, it was around the time when I was leaving school and quitting rugby when I was in college. Yeah, I quit rugby for 2 years, and I left school for, yeah, I'm still out of school. I left school. But it was after COVID. Not after COVID, some states were still dealing with COVID, but it was after the pandemic with, you know, my school, my college. We all returned to rugby, and we all just sort of kind of tried to continue sports, and, you know, teams was discontinuing their program sometimes because someone had COVID, and now they have to, you know, and now they're suspended. The rugby team, we had to work in small groups so each other won't have COVID. You know, it was what it was. It was a mess. And then I remember, like, just like classes was just, it seemed like it was just trying to be forced to continue. The world was trying to just get back to what it lost. And, like, I noticed something during COVID, and this was after I had a terrible car accident too. And I learned something from that experience. Me almost, like, you know, I'm thanking God nothing happened, but I almost, you know, I could have hurt myself. I'm glad I didn't. You know, I came out without a scratch. Thank you for that. I met a lot of people during COVID. In Georgia, we was outside. We was getting busy, you know, like other states was on lockdown, and we was active. I was in Georgia at the time too, so you know, I was meeting a lot of people who was no school. Certain jobs was closing down, like the world was stopping, but certain things was continuing. And I realized something during COVID, that there's something that goes on in the world, and it's like a cycle. And, you know, within money, jobs, certain opportunities, the states and the government handing people certain amounts of money. I was like, this is because of something. I don't know what hit me, but, you know, I came to terms with what hit me was like a wake up. During COVID, I was really enjoying myself. I was meeting people, like I said. So I was making money, I was working. I bought myself a car, crashed it a couple months later too. That was when I almost totaled it. My fault. Fell asleep. But you know, I woke up around that time, and I was like, you know, wait, things isn't what it seems to be. And during the pandemic, during the lockdown from school and sports, I took time to work. I was understanding myself. I was meeting people. I kind of grasped my own way of doing things and living and connecting with people and making money. And it was the connections that was the most important part. Like, the people that I was meeting was just, they were interesting. You know, I met a lot of different characters, you know, they were interesting. However, like, everybody was their own different person. No way I was networking and, you know, making money and doing all the things that I was doing during the pandemic. But I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself to the fullest. It felt really good too. You know, I didn't have to do anything that anybody required me to do. I did things on my own time, and that part felt really good. And I guess that's why people want to work for themselves. People don't want to work for nobody nowadays. But once things tried to, like, get back up, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be a part of something. I don't even like it for real. You know, I like what I like, and that was what I genuinely like. Making connections, helping people, working out, you know, doing my thing, just living my life. I fell in love with that. So once everything tried to start back up, I was like, yeah, nah, I'm out of here. You know, like me, like, I'm gonna go figure myself out, whatever that is. I'm gonna put myself at the bottom. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do, and I'm gonna figure myself out. And that was my plan. And you know, like I will say, during that time was the first time that I thought to myself that, wait, this is like a path, this is like a type of journey. You know, I started posting about it on social media. Friends started to hit me up like, oh, you know what I mean? That's when friends started to hit me up like, yo, bro, I see you doing this, I see you doing that, good job, you know, keep going. You know, people, you know, it is what it was. And you know, some people stopped texting me. I stopped hearing from certain people, and a lot of the rappers be saying, once you wake up and choose to do a certain thing in your life and do your own, especially when you do your own thing, a lot of people fall off. Friends, family members, you know, close ones, classmates. It's cool. Sports team, your teammates. You know, it's okay. It's life. Everything is good. And I learned that. I actually learned that the hard way. I didn't understand it at first, but I learned it. What it was a spiritual path. And this video is not to encourage you guys to do any type of spiritual practices or believe in any type of spirituality or any type of other religion or anything going against your religion or nothing like that. It's not made for you to, you know what I mean, badger anybody with the information that I'm sharing. Please don't take no offense of this video. It's just me talking. We're having a great time. I'm enjoying myself. Like I said, this is a beautiful view. Kick back, relax. I got my socks off. We enjoying life. Like, I went on a spiritual path, and ever since then, I've kind of been moving different, you know. I kind of been moving different throughout life. You know, I'm meeting my goals. You know, the goals that I want to meet, I'm meeting without me having to, you know, do much. It's kind of, you know, it was weird for me at first, and that was manifestation. My family, my sister, they got me into the spirituality stuff a lot. I always saw the other side of things. I was like, you know, wait, this group thinks this, I'm gonna think this, or they're all doing this, I'm gonna learn this. You know, I was always that one to kind of do a little something, or learn or do something different than what the majority was doing and stuff. And I got, you know, sometimes I got teased for it, I got picked on, whatever. You know, they said what they said, and it was all cool because I just knew, hey, this is life. We can do whatever we want. I knew that from young. However, though, yeah, my sister, you know, kind of put me on with the whole spirituality stuff, you know, talking to me and asking me certain questions about what I think about certain perspectives, and it kind of, you know, had me wondering. And I used her information and her knowledge and mine put together. You know, I kind of went on my own spiritual path. I was like, yeah. You know, like, I'm gonna do this for me. You know, I'm gonna, you know, see what's up. I'm gonna dive deep into understanding my life and, you know, my purpose on earth and what I gotta do here for me to be happy. What I gotta do here for me to be happy. And a lot of it just starts with just appreciating everything. The grass you walk on, the concrete you walk on, the dirt you walk on, the air you breathe, the trees around you, the birds you hear, the natural things, the natural sounds, that's water trickling. Natural sounds is beautiful. What got me on my path was, you know, I seen things different. I always was like, yeah, you know, it's more to this. You guys are thinking, and you know, a lot of it was, you know, my close friends, you know, a lot of them thought at a certain limit. And I always thought above or more, it seemed like. And you know, a lot of times I would, like, you know, try to speak my side, or, you know, talk it or argue it sometimes, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't nothing that was fully understood the way I understood it. And at that moment, you know, when I started to view things different, I'll call it waking up. At that point, I understood that, yeah, you know, your environment has to be different depending on where your head at and where your mental state and where your conscious level is at. That will always happen. I lost a lot of friends being on this spiritual path, you know. Once I got serious with it and began to not engage in certain conversations or even certain things or be around certain people, a lot of things changed for me. I woke up more than ever, and I just, you know, and I'm in this video, I'm gonna continue to use the word like waking up, because you're always waking up, you're always waking up more, you're always learning more. The more you learn, the more you wake up. You know, you never stop waking up. And yeah, me seeing how they were, living or some of the things they were doing, talking about, ways of just kind of going about life. I didn't bash them for doing any of it. I just did my own thing. Maybe my own thing was different. My own leaving school and stop playing rugby randomly to a lot of people who may thought that I was injured or, arrested. And to the people that knew what was going on and supported me just making a decision to just do my own thing, I appreciate y'all because y'all checked in. No matter what, like if the negativity and the positivity is checking in. And I appreciate that for sure. We here with it, and I understand things through a different lens, and that's a part of waking up. Since I've been on my spiritual journey, it's been non-stop learning, seeing things for not how they are taught to be, but for how you view them, your perspective, the real you, without consideration for, oh, this may be wrong, or this may be right, or this person says this also about this thing, or this person agrees, this person don't agree. I'm using the word spiritual because that's what it is. We're spiritual beings. We live in spirit. Like, I came to an agreement in January, and I said to myself, the year 2023 is going to be a year for me where I just give myself time. Whatever that means, I'm going to give myself that time. Whether that means kind of. And I was also in a great spot, coming to Houston. I won't forget to mention that. Coming to Houston, playing rugby on a team, that was all great. So going with the flow, with the opportunities that I had, was it was the deal I made to myself. No more stress, no more suffering from not being a part, no more suffering from, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, this isn't this way, my pocket isn't as big as this person's, my relationship isn't like what we see on social media. Oh, I'm not doing this in life, I don't have this, I'm not driving this. Like all that bullshit was wiped out. I decided to say no more of living like that. I call it savagery. When the only thing we want in life is just desires. And that's what I learned along my path as well. It forced me to question, do I want the things in life that I want? Or was I taught or told by whomever that that's what you want, that's what you go after, that's who you are, this is what you do, it's your opportunity. I started to think for myself. Starting this spiritual path, this spiritual journey, I will say, because it was finding who I was spiritually. It changed me. It changed me as a person. I stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing. I stopped believing in a lot of things that I was believing in as far as socially. Like, you having to be cool to be somebody or be in a certain group to fit in. Socially, not having to be accepted to feel good, knowing that no one accepting me is on their own behalf. I accept myself. If you already accept yourself and you love yourself, then you have to allow someone to love you, and you have to allow someone to accept you. That's your choice. You are already accepted. You are already loved by yourself, by the universe. There's no reason to chase nor desire it, really. And that's this is a bold statement that I'm saying. That's not what I started with. I started with just the fact that, I'm going to speak my mind, and a lot of it was on social media. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to post the posts on the statuses that I want to say. I'm going to talk the way I want to talk, and I'm going to be honest with the people. I'm going to be honest with the people that is watching this video. I'm going to be honest with my supporters. I'm going to be honest with my friends. I'm not going to act nor portray as some dude that I am, or just some guy on social media. I'm not going to be acting all like that if I'm not really like that. And, on my, me on social media, I was always the type of guy never to flaunt, you know what I mean? Act like I'm this type of guy. However, I definitely pulled back a little bit because I was definitely posting a lot. I was definitely, you know, thinking to myself that, you know, this was the trend, this was the way to do it, this was business, this was, you know, that, this was for friends, and I pulled back because I had to think for myself. I had to take time to just evaluate the things that I was doing and everything that I was involved in, the way I was doing it, the rate of speed that I was deciding to do so many things in life that I was doing, and why. The bigger picture, why a lot of things were being done, said, and you know, why I was setting some of the goals that I was setting. Starting off, I learned quick to appreciate the little things, appreciate the air. You know, when the sun is out, go outside, feel the sun. If the grass is dry, because I know you guys don't like, people don't like soggy grass and wet grass, so if the grass is nice, you just go outside, you know, enjoy the grass, walk on it barefoot, don't be scared of it, go for a swim, enjoy the water, go to the beach, go in the elements of life, go hiking, enjoy the rocks, I don't know, touch them, go take pictures, enjoy the outdoors. I started doing a lot of that. I started making friends outside. I started meeting a lot of people because I was open to a lot of things. You know, my perspective on life was open, and I was just so open to just appreciating everything. And I didn't knock anything. I didn't knock anybody. I didn't knock any type of situation. I didn't knock doing anything. I was always down with living life, and down with experiencing more, and down with meeting new people, and down with petting a new animal, picking up something, I don't know, going to a new place, tasting a new food, meeting a new person, trying out a new sport. There was a lot of things that I just was more open to, and apparently it happened around the age of 20 to 21. Not even when we started Transformula. Transformula was established 2019. When we started Transformula, maybe I can also add that year in, but I'm not gonna lie. I would say I started really after I quit school and stopped playing rugby. My life changed. A lot of things changed, and a lot of things did happen in a positive way. Like a lot of positive things did happen. And I'm doing this because it seemed like things were going in hurdles. Like, you know, as soon as I decided to do things for myself and, you know, push all that ways of being in society that was just kind of taught to us, shown, commercials, TV, I don't know, wherever you learn to be, whoever you want to be, wherever you learn that at. Yeah, to kind of push that away and learn who I am and what I like and the things that I like to do without thinking about, oh, I have to fit in, or I have to be like, or I have to have this certain amount. No, nothing is, yeah. You know, I decided to do a lot of things for myself. However, you guys, I hope this video was dope. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. Consider it educational. And I hope you was able to take something from it to use in your everyday life. If not, it's okay. We have a lot more videos, so check out them on our channel. Check out the playlist we have. We got a lot of different videos, a lot of different types of videos. Have fun, enjoy it, definitely, and enjoy life. Life is good. Stay tuned for more. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. TFN, we out. We see you later.